All right, sometimes for nuggets of knowledge, we'll watch it once and then we'll break it down. Here we go.
Stand by.
Dry Creek Stage 4. Alrighty, let's go through and check this all out.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Alrighty. Had 2 mags on the barrel set here. Okay. The front of the mag facing straight up so I can grab 2 at one time, slightly offset. I have the magazine extensions for my 17 round magazines for my SIG, so my magazine extensions are rather long. So when I grab them, I can use one of them to stop them from sliding up. So the first magazine goes in the magnet, which I just started using last year, and man, was I silly for not having one all these years. Second magazine goes into the gun as soon as I pick up the gun. Make sure you get your feet inside the fault line. A number of people did not. Rip my shots here, quick transition here, boom. I wanted to cover a little ground before I started shooting. Got the gun up, come into position. Alrighty. Rip these 3 targets here. There were 2 mini poppers you can kind of see down there, and then 2 paper also down there. I decided to not try to take the mini poppers on the move. I wanted to post up and hit them one for one. And now we can have your public service announcement. Keith did something that you should not do. Don't be like Keith in this moment. I come in and I take 5 shots to hit 2 poppers. As I'm doing it, when I finally got the 2 hits, I loosened my grip up and I stood up. I fell into the trap I try to coach so many people not to do. Hey, just because you're needing more target confirmation and more trigger confirmation, you don't have to stand up and loosen everything up. Just stay rock solid and give it a little more focus. No, I changed my grip on the gun, which made the gun move around a little bit when I'm trying to press the trigger. I changed my structure behind the gun, so I'm dealing with more muzzle flip. It was a disaster. End of PSA announcement. Once I get my stuff dialed in, you see my shoulders just went forward, not just because I'm moving, because that's where I shoot from. And now I'm angry and not shooting well. So, after the public service announcement, that was kind of cool, I decided to take a quick step or 2 during the reload to get a little closer, which made me have to slow down more here. So I don't know if that was a great idea. It was just what ended up happening. I shot the inside target first, because it disappears first as I traverse downrange. And I'd rather leave on a full wide open target, make it a little easier on me. Keep moving here. Okay, my eyes spot it. I get 2 hands on. I should have had 2 hands on the gun the whole movement. It was an easy movement to do it. I had to hit my spot real careful to hit this angle to enter on this target. And I did not get my gun up early enough. My gun should already be up to eye target line right now, setting up. And when I set up in here, I didn't do a great footwork setup. I should have emphasized coming in here. That should have been my brake foot. That's the one that should have took off most of my energy and movement. My left foot. My right foot should come over and hit that fault line and take more energy off. Then my shoulders glided up a little bit. I should have just tried to stay down. The transition, huge transition. At the same time I did the transition, I do move my foot to do better, to set up for what's next. Move my hips, start to slide down a position on the 3rd target, the 4th target. You'll see me kind of drag my foot into position there because I knew I wanted to stay in the fault lines. Then we just finish up here with some trigger work. So if we're going to look at it again, couple takeaways. Get a magnet. It helps. Yep, it's gamey. It's a game we play. Make sure you're in the fault lines. Biggest thing to learn here, just because I need to take a careful shot doesn't mean I should not change anything. Grip, structure, any of that. Just pay a little more attention, some focus, while I aim and press the trigger at the same time. Would have been great. But I gave you a good example of what not to do today. I mean, you see my shoulders, I stand more straight up. My grip, not that you can see it real well, I loosened up a little bit. It was ridiculous. And then I clamped back down. Then I clamped down right there, see? And now I got my shoulders forward just a little bit. And then, of course, I start moving. I had a good flow of a plan, just didn't execute it as well as we'd like.